Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Mm. Ooh. Welcome, dear traveler. You have found yourself at Queen City Comedy, at the Smells Like Ghost show known as Monster of the Week, the Paranormal Soap Opera. Each week, our players create characters in a town called Undisclosed. And if you come back at the first Tuesday of each month, you'll see these characters continue and grow and change and learn together and love together and sometimes die together. You never know what may happen in Undisclosed, but you can influence it. You're watching this on YouTube or Facebook? Put in the chat right now some suggestions to help us fuel the improv. What is an irrational fear that you had as a child? Put that in, and we'll use that to influence our improv today. But you didn't come to hear me describe how to put comments in a chat. You came to see a global group of improv powerhouses. So let's hear it for Smells Like Ghost. Here they are, so mighty, so strong. Oh, there's all of them. All right, please tell me, I'm gonna ask each of you to introduce yourself, tell us who you are, where you're zooming in from, and maybe a little bit about the character that you play in Monster of the Week, and how you personally and your character are similar or different. And we will begin with Miss Jennifer.
Hello, I'm Jennifer, and I'm coming to you from Norwalk, Connecticut, in the United States. And I play Dee Dee Saucisson Jones, who is a local librarian. Very similar to me, actually. She loves literature and vocabulary, and she's a bit slow on her pins, as I am. And I also play Handsome Pete, but he remains to be discovered.
I'm sorry, was that phrase slow on her pins?
Yep.
Is that...
On her pins, yes. On her legs.
Oh, literally, because you had a bit of a...
I had a bit of an accident.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Now let's go away from Connecticut and to the great state of Texas with...
Hey, Catherine Hubbard calling in from Houston, Texas for the time being. I play Tracy Hemlock, who is the town psychic, totally full of shit, which is very much like being a college professor, where you just get up and say stuff and pretend like you know what you're talking about.
I knew it!
I also play Faye Dupont, who is a French foreign exchange student and who's just really cynical about everything, which, you know, is kind of also me in a little bit.
All right, thank you. And now let's go spin the globe and go around the world to...
Me, I am Javi. Hello, this is my YouTube voice, and I am zooming in from Metro Manila, Philippines. And I play a character named Facundo, who has a sword. And we are different because I think Facundo actually fights monsters, whereas I grew up looking out of the car and road trips, believing that there were monsters and myths inside the mountains. Ooh.
Oh, very nice. All right, wonderful. Thank you. And now we spin the globe again and go all the way over to
Missouri, Grandview, Missouri. Hi, I'm Rusty Bill, and I play two different characters. One is Larry Atkins, who is the town constable and also the town animal control officer, and he's also managing an alien raccoon band, blues band. So in order to help you out here, I'll let you know when I'm wearing the hat. That's when I start talking like this, because I'm Larry Atkins. And then if this is off, then I might or I might not have the glasses here. If I put the glasses on, I can see better, but if I take them off, I don't see worse. I don't get it. I don't understand. So anyway, I'm Dr. Cutman, okay?
All right, thank you.
How are we alike?
Oh,
I'm like what's his name? Larry, because we both like bologna sandwiches. And I like Dr. Cutman because I'm not like him at all.
okay.
Actually. Sorry.
Hate bologna sandwiches. All right, now we pick the globe up and we have to turn it upside down and look at the bottom of it and say hello to.
Hello, I'm Emily, coming to you from Victoria, Australia. So I play Miss Champagne, and she is kind of a timid person, but she's learning how to love herself and be a bit more independent. She used to date a lot of different things, and it didn't matter what it was. She probably dated it. And occasionally you'll know if I change what I'm wearing. I might be Francis, who has died and is now a ghost, and he likes to show up places. But since Matt's not here, I might pretend to be Francis as well. I'm not like, oh, sorry, and I'm not like Francis very much, but I am a little bit like Miss Champagne in the sense that I really like being outside, and I think Miss Champagne likes talking to all the animals and the trees, and I'm a bit like that. I like talking to animals and stuff.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. I'm excited. And I'm even more excited when I see this suggestion from Jody Vander Wettering. Jody says, irrational fear as a child is getting left behind if I got out of the car while my parents were filling up at a petrol station. In Missouri, that's a gas station, Rusty. So
Yeah.
Petrol. All right, players, are you ready?
Ready.
Yes.
I'll bring you the monster of the week.
Yes, it's time once again for Queen City Comedy's improv team Smells Like Ghosts, starring in the Paranormal Soap Opera Mystery Theater thing show. I'm your host, insert host name.
It's Kale.
Join us now in the episode we call insert episode name
Being
here.
left by your parents
But
at the petrol
first,
station.
here's what happened in our previous episode.
Last week, we heard Tracy Hemlock predict
He was ruder than a televangelist in my high school anatomy lab.
and we heard Handsome Pete proclaim,
Who moved my cheese?
all this and nothing more on this monster of the week.
This wallpaper in your house will be the death of me. One of us has to go.
You know, Faye, this was kind of my plan. I was hoping that you could sit in my house long enough that the wallpaper that looks like swans floating on giant pickles would slowly eat into your brain and you would slowly die.
It is working. But if I die, who will be your best adversary in this town? There is nobody else that delights me as much as you to be undelighted with.
Faye, honestly, I'm really confused right now, okay? I don't understand why you're here. You wrote me a letter, I got it out of my mailbox, and you said, I want to have a cigarette with you. And then I turned from my mailbox, and here you are. I don't understand how you got in my house.
I may have snuck into Tracy's back room and borrowed the keys. Because I knew you would say no. Okay, I knew you would say no, and I just wanted to come and have a little bit of time enjoying our adversary relationship together.
Ah, is it just to see me kind of start to sweat? Is that what you like? You like my sweat, my pity sweats?
Miss Champagne, you are the only person in town smart enough to delight me in such a way.
Do you think
I don't
smart?
give out compliments often. Just don't think about it.
Letting me pay. But thank you. Thank you. All right then. Well, I found the raccoons have been learning how to make cigarettes. Do you want one of theirs?
No, I'm sure they roll like the French. It would be delightful. But don't tell anybody I said that.
So, okay, well, if you want to try one. I don't know what they put in it. Because we don't have any tobacco actually being made in Undisclosed. So, but you can try it. Maybe you could be their new spokesperson.
Well,
You know what? I figured out finally what it is that I like about you.
one thing.
Well, it's the first thing. I mean, that takes me a while to come up with.
Long
You know,
list, yes, but the
stuff,
first
but-
on the list, yes.
Yeah, I was watching TV last night, and these guys came on the TV, and they call themselves Monty Python.
Hmm.
So I guess they're from over in Scotland over there or something.
Oh, over in the Bonnie area. Yes.
Yeah, so I just love the way they said things. You know, the accent they got. You kind of reminds me of you.
I'm not British. Larry, come on. I'm full-born American.
Well,
Tilled
but
in the American soil, flag waving, yes. But thank you. I appreciate it. I have to look up these Monty Pythons.
yeah, Monty Python's Flying Cutlass or something. Yeah, it was good. It was funny.
Yes. Well, it was lovely to bring me here to the museum. It's very difficult to move about. I've managed to examine pretty much all corners of it.
Yeah, it's not very big, but it's got a lot of stuff packed in here.
Oh, it does. It does. It's a bit claustrophobic.
Yeah, but look at the floor. It's littered with cigarette butts. I gotta tell them raccoons to stop making those.
Ugh,
Yeah.
nasty.
I mean, I don't mind if they smoke, but you know, they tend to.
And it smells a bit of smokies in here, as if the raccoons were perhaps having a bit of a, ooh, you know how they leave the schoolyard and have a puff puff behind the bleachers? Well, I think this is where they go.
I reckon it is, but I mean, I've seen it all over the town. There's always these little places, just like you said, where you think they gathered and they having their cigarettes and they're giving them away free.
Yes, and they leave them littered on the ground. It's quite disgusting.
It is.
Well,
But
I don't
anyway.
mind the stink of rancid tobacco as long as I'm here with you, Larry.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Boy.
Meanwhile, the
Gosh.
by the lemonade stand.
No, no.
Raccoon. Yo, calm down. I know that the lemonade stand is decorated nicer than a PVC pipe full of quarters in the Ozarks, but it'll be fine.
It's just against the competing left lemonade stand in somewhere else town. I'm feeling left behind. I'm behind schedule. They're already selling. We haven't even gotten started, Tracy.
Well, being from Undisclosed, I can say we usually are a little behind the curve and often left behind on things. I mean, that's how I ended up here in the first place. I was just kind of left behind on a road trip with my friends.
I could say it's a little comforting to hear you say that. But you stand so still while I'm clearly trying to finish up the lemonade stand. Can you do anything but give advice, Tracy? No offense.
I mean, I can tell your fortune with these tea leaves.
Tell me a fortune while I put on the new table sheet that just cannot seem to get rid of a crease.
Oh, well, the tea leaves have some bad news. That crease is going to stay. That actually came from the underground leisure den. It just, the crease doesn't come out. It's otherworldly stuff, you know.
An underground leisure den. And
Did
friends,
is there a lemonade stand here?
there is, Francis, Tracy, please pass the 0-calorie artificial sweetener. Thank you. Please, Francis. Just
Fakun, no, we have definitely figured out the problem, because Francis is the only person in town to be honest enough about the fact that if you're not using real sugar, or at least Texas honey, then you're not doing it right.
Are you trying to kill me?
Meanwhile, at the cliffs overlooking the sea.
Boy, what a headache I've got again. Oh. Well, hello there. Long time no see. How's your feet?
Yes. Oh, the sea looks mighty briny today, doesn't it? It's Dr.
Oh.
Cartman, is it?
Yeah, I come down here because I breathe through my nose and it helps clear my sinuses with the salt water.
You're making a lot of squeaky sounds through your nasal passages.
Yeah, sometimes it wakes me up at night. I'll be sound asleep and all of a sudden I hear wheat, wheat, and it's my nose.
Disturbed my peace, I'll tell you, but that's all right. It's fine. It's fine.
You know, cliffs of despair here, talking about disturbing somebody's peace.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We didn't mean to be so loud.
Apologies. It went silent, like it. My God, it honed in and then it shut up.
I mean, I took your apology. Thank you for once. Appreciate it.
You know what, Dr. Cutman? Sorry, a bit of the dust from the cliffs in my throat. I'm a little afraid of the cliffs. I don't want to infuriate it.
Right. I didn't know, that she might think we're trespassing or something. I mean, I'm not the guy that sprays the graffiti.
Oh, no, not I. I'm not one of those hooligans. Not I. When I was a reprobate youth, yes, but not now. Grown up. But the cliffs, they have a long memory.
That's true. But sometimes they don't remember exactly like they're supposed to.
Meanwhile, in the outhouse that's really, really tiny.
I see you got my message.
Yeah, why are you sending me these weird cryptic letters?
Because you're the only one in town that figures them out.
Okay, so you said on here, meet me in the cramped place. So obviously it's the toilet. So why are we in the toilet here?
Because women go to the toilet together to have conversations that are serious about stuff like men.
I don't think men are very serious at all.
Well, fair point. I have no rebuttal to that. That is totally true.
All right. Well, okay. Well, can you move your leg for a minute? You're like poking in my knee. All right. So I was upset the other day because you were in my house and I told Tracy that you stole her keys. So I think you should be expecting to be scolded by her at some point. It smells awful in here.
I would like to see Tracy come and find me.
No. She doesn't like you either, She doesn't like you just like I don't like you.
Nah, she likes everybody. She just likes me the least.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. So what do I get a prize if I like meet you in all these places? Is that
my thought was to do something about the raccoon problem that you've been having. I happen to know there's a place where they can get dumped.
You want to dump the raccoons?
Mm.
No, they're my friends. You can't dump their they have a band here. They're starting a small business. They're like
I thought they were keeping you up at night.
Well, they are, but Francis keeps me up too, and we're not getting rid of Francis.
Well, I've tried to get rid of Francis. That one just doesn't work.
No, he just does what he wants when he wants. So I've come to get used to it. Well, where would you dump him if you did? Not that I think you should, because that's, they're probably
next town over in Undisclosed. I feel like they're much better equipped to handle stuff than we are.
How'd you like their cigarettes? Were they any good?
It's like for 30 seconds, I seem to be in another world, kind of like an Alice in Wonderland type scenario. And then I came back to reality. So can't complain. Might do better than the lemonade stand.
Meanwhile, back at the lemonade stand.
Look at this raccoon. Those stupid raccoons, they're making this and then they're just dropping them.
The cigarette butts just littering all over the place. I mean, if there's one thing that caused me more stress, it's just cigarette butts that turn off the customers. They think this is not some kind of lemonade stand. They think this is some kind of, I don't know, hellhole where people just waste their time and get drunk and smoke all day.
Well, I mean, I understand your problem, and I understand you're reticent to admit that, Undisclosed is a place where people just kind of go wacky. I mean, you'll get used to it if you stay here long enough.
I've stayed here long enough to try at least 17 odd jobs now, but it feels like nothing seems to stick, okay? And I look at you, Larry, with your stable job and stable income as an animal control officer, and it makes you serviceable to society.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I think it sounded like a compliment. I'm not sure it was, but it sounded like one. But here's the deal, Raccoon. If you really want to do something, then you should do it. You shouldn't have to be weighed down with the I got to make money, so I got to do this. Then I love animals, so I'm an animal catcher, right? And I'm a constable because I like helping people out when they go the wrong way down a one-way street. I mean, it may sound harsh that I write them a ticket, throw them in jail overnight, but well, how else they going to learn?
Just, I feel like my champagne right now. You're making me cry because just listening to you. You sound all put together, and I'm some 42-year-old vagabond nomad without a job. I'm just very, very.
I think
I
your
just
problem
want to
is
be an
that
adult, okay? I've been chasing whimsies and ghosts and invisible things all my life. I just want stability, Larry.
but that's the problem. You're chasing that. You got to let that stuff chase you. Then you're a winner.
We cut to the underground leisure den. Oh,
Oh,
oh. No
yeah.
one usually shows up at this hour.
Handsome Pete, I haven't seen you here for a while, old man.
Just looking just as fine as you are in life.
Yes, it's been a weird one, but sometimes, I feel like I have to get away.
Yes,
You know,
this is the place to
yes,
go. No one likes this place. I come here because it's very unpopular.
yeah, I
Look
agree.
at the goddamn wallpaper. It's a pickle on top of a swan or something. It's disgusting.
Now, how dare you, Pete? That I picked that wallpaper out for
Ooh,
the space. It's in my living room too.
Oh, I knew it was vaguely familiar.
I thought we were better friends than this, handsome Pete.
I
I
mean-
thought I have been haunting you enough now. I thought we had a bit of a relationship. I don't know.
We do. I apologize. It's just I had a fear of swans as a child. I was pecked by one.
Meanwhile, at the petrol station,
Hey, Steve. There's a little boy in a well. The cigarettes have caught on fire. You don't like swans on pickles either in my house.
No.
Hey, I need to have a conversation with you. Hey, this is Tracy, and I'm as tired as a 5'4" laying on the side of the road, starting to develop molds, but nobody cares.
Sorry, I was late. I didn't feel like dealing with being.
Hasn't
Yes.
anybody tried to tell these stupid little raccoons that smoking is not good for your eyesight?
Now,
Hey, what are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you get the smoke in your eyes and you start crying and tears and stuff. And especially here at the petrol station, what the heck? It could light up and it could set on fire.
now,
Idea.
now, townsfolk, I usually don't like to get involved directly. I just want to tell your fortunes. But remember, this is an intervention for Faye using my keys.
Tracy, you like to get involved in everybody's business and everything in everybody's house. Like, they do.
She's right. Dr. Cutman, Dee Dee, Miss Champagne, Francis. I don't like to get involved with your personal lives as far as being active and proactive about it. But it seems to me that Faye wants to take my keys, rob me of my involvement, and go about everybody's business.
Will Tracy and Faye ever get along? Who will get left at the petrol station? All this and nothing else on next week's Monster of the Week.
Woo woo.
Yay! Come on back out and say hello, everybody. All right, let's show
everybody.
some love in the chat for Smells Like Ghost, and check them out every first Tuesday of the month, and you'll get to see what's happening and what's going on with the members of Undisclosed. Now, July is a holiday. The first of the month falls on July 4th, which in the States is a holiday. So maybe not that Tuesday, but every other Tuesday, first Tuesday of the month. Check out Monster of the Week. Anybody got anything to plug before we close out? Anything you want to mention?
In September, there's the Manila Improv Festival for anyone near Asia or anyone ambitious enough to travel to Asia. The Manila Improv Festival, one of the longest running festivals in Asia for improv.
Cool.
And that's in September. What you know the dates offhand?
I believe it's 6 to 10, around that range. It's on Facebook. Manila Improv Festival on Facebook.
Oh, I'll plug something.
Hold on, I gotta address Abby. So the Queen City Comedy Experience, Charlotte's first and best improv festival, the biggest improv festival in the Southeast United States, is also in September 6th through 10th. So I don't know who
Fight it out.
I need to talk to work this out, but we got to coordinate. Maybe we can do like something like a joint thing. Huh? All right, Emily, what do you got to promote?
I was just going to say, if anybody is watching this and they're in Victoria, Australia, and specifically on the Mornington Peninsula, and they're going, I want to do some improv. Today is like the last day to book tickets. So if you go to my Facebook page, Improv for Life, or if you find me, Emily Watson Comedy on Instagram, you can find the link and sign up and take the class. We've got a good group so far, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
We'll drop the link on the Queen City Comedy page too to make it easy to find.
Yay.
All right. Oh,
I've-
Jennifer's
Uh,
out. Yes.
A group I'm with live from the asylum. It's an improvised sitcom. We had a guest star last week was Kale. We have a show on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, live from the asylum on Facebook, and our guest is Jose Gonzalez.
Ooh, love Jose.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I guess I'll throw my hat into the ring and say, the Dusty and Rusty show is still going strong, and you can find it on wonderful podcasts anywhere, like Apple Podcasts, and I think your cousin's mom has it on her phone.
Yeah, she does.
Aunt Potty. All right. Well, then with that, we will say so long and farewell.
And farewell.